Played that for a few days, way too much. Got to a few of the worlds, but I tried to limit myself a bit because it was consuming too much of my time. And the funny thing is, idle games, they say they're idle, but damn, you play them a lot. I think I play idle games more than I play normal games, which is silly and stupid, but it happens. So you're moving now as well. Perfect. Check here. Oh yeah, and I did promise the little thing I want to tell you guys that happened to me this weekend. And let's see. The thing is, I got engaged to my girlfriend, so which is now my fiance, I'm guessing. So in that regard, that was pretty massive. Still having a hard time wrapping my head around that I actually did it. So that's pretty cool. But still, huge thing. Think shorts. That was it was so funny the way I did it. I've been planning this for months. It was so good, and my girlfriend didn't know anything up to the second I pulled out the ring. I was at a family event. There was about 45 people, and it was her mom's birthday. And I was like, yeah, me and my girlfriend, we've made a little thing we want to do for you. So I want to. So I was like, my girlfriend, please come over here. I want to. We have to perform what we have rehearsed from back home. And she was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go get a few things, and it's gonna be good. And then I go in, and I was like, yeah, you know, you are that old. This many years since I met you, and yada yada. And then I pull out the ring, and it was so hilarious because nobody knew that I was gonna do it. I hadn't told anyone, other than her mom about 4 hours earlier. So it was such a surprise to everyone, and it was such a good feeling actually pulling it off without anyone knowing, which was quite insane. So yeah, I'm engaged now. Ooh, that sounds so adult saying that. Now we have to plan out a few things going forward. Get this done. What I was most pleased about was actually that she didn't suspect anything, which was quite fun. Because I do like making a story out of things and making things a bit gimmicky. That is always fun. You support twice as much on this. Yeah, she was crying happy tears, and everyone else was crying, and oh, it was so good. So yeah. Yeah. I wonder if we'll do a stream wedding in a few years when we're getting married. I know some people like Laura have told me that I should do that, but I'm like, not quite sure that'll be a good idea. I'm not sure the missus would like that. But oh yeah, now we can get a dog. True. When we don't live in an apartment anymore, we might get a dog. But as long as we're living in an apartment, we're probably not gonna do it. We won't do it because we think a dog should have room to go outside at least. So we'll try to keep it at that. There we are. Good, so that is all built out now. Now it's just lacking the input, which is pretty much just the engines, and the engines are running as fast as they can. That's fine, that we can leave this. That should give us a nice throughput of things. Nothing is lacking. Everything's going all the way to the end. We couldn't fully expand this down a bit longer to get it working, or just do a second one of these. To be honest, it could be fun just doing a second one, just to show you how to move it. We have a surplus of these yet. Let's see. So. Let's see here. Yeah, we're producing 500 something, only consuming 300, so that should be good. These are all being consumed, that's because we're producing to storage. Yes. Let's see here. That is almost being produced. That is perfect. As containers, we're not consuming them yet because we haven't set up the strange matter production just yet. And don't worry, Chief, I haven't forgotten about you. I will go and show you the main bus build I have back at the home world in just a second. That's fine. Let's build up. Most things are backing up now except high purity silicon, and I think we have tapped every single node we can. That is the main reason why I'm going for what's it called, the graviton lens and the warp, base warper, so we can actually go there. So let's go back to the home world. I think we should be producing enough now for what we need, and supermagnetic rings? Yeah, we are pretty good on that at the moment. We have 10,000 in storage with things backing up, and if this starts to back up as well, we should be good. So right now we are very, very good on supermagnetic rings, though they will get consumed very, very soon. And this one requires, yeah, deuterium we have, iron we have, and that we have, so that's going to be easy enough. Deuterium is being made at the home world, so let's set up the strange matter production there. So I think that'll be the best place. Let's see. Oh, look at that amount of ships going back and forth. I do love that. So let's go to home world. That is the closest for now. And set up a strange matter and get our warpers going so we can go to another galaxy. Another solar system even. Oh, magnetic rings. Magnetic coils. Let's see, we're making... Oh, you're right, we should probably expand that out a bit. We have consuming 2.7k, only producing 1.6. Yeah, that is a bit lacking. We'll look at that when we get back, but nice catch, Llama. So for now, I want to get the warpers. I want to go explore the other solar systems. That would be so cool. But Chief, if you're still here, let's take a quick tour of the main bus and where it all started. This is a bit more of a messy area. As you see, this is our home world. It's a bit messy. Let's see. If you look over here, this is pretty much where I started. So, fair enough, Phantom. I'll see you in a bit. Let's fly over here. So, right here is where we started our base. Right now, we're just mining whatever we can, putting that into production. So if you can see here, all raw resources goes into some kind of processing for the main bus. So no raw resources are going on the main bus. Everything is being processed here and then shuttled on the main bus. This was mostly done because the throughput didn't need to be too high. It just needed to get me to yellow science, so I could get this one up and running. A very small amount of yellow science. So, along the equator, if you see here, what's the easy way to see it? The equator is going right here. So along the equator, up this way. Shooting a production line out with whatever is producing back into a new line, and then just using it back and forth, and just taking it down the line, and just shifting it off wherever it's needed. It's not the most efficient way to do it, but it's a good way to keep organized without losing track and without getting into a situation where we can't get the products from one place to another without making it look extremely messy. So, and I'm just making like this in splitting out. So if you look here, on layer 1 and 3 we go east to west, and on layer 2 and 4 we go north to south, because that way they can always go between each other and always know I have room for whatever is being produced. And that is kind of the way I decided to do this. In theory you can make this as high as you want, as long as you keep enough room over here for it to go down. Then you can build this up as high as you want, at least to the build limit at least. But yeah, onto yellow is where I did this. As you can see, I stopped at yellow and then added in the logistics vessels as the last thing on the bus. And then just siphoned a lot of things off to use before I actually added in all of the production from Interstellar. So let's go over here and have a quick look. I think for the follow chief. Let's go and have a look. Right now I want to set up the strange matter. That is pretty much the last thing we need before we can jump into the graviton lens. And I might just make it right next to this one. That is not a lot being produced, but there is some. Let's just grab, I think I have it here, some landfill. Always good to have in storage. Fair enough, see you in a bit, chief. Let's see, this one has to be right here. Luckily everything has been mapped out, so I know where I can place the next one, because we have the same amount of distance in between each of these. But that makes it quite easy to expand out. So we'll have to have one right. Ooh, ours lacking a bit. Luckily we have some discharge, that's good. Oh, pretty food. Let's see here, we can't consume much more power here. Unless we add in more to our battery we are taking in. Here we are. Let's quickly go and expand that first. Right now we have a battery planet. Our mining world is half battery world, half this, so that means we can always just expand these out to get a bit more power. Let's get 2 more, that should give us enough. Again, making all of this modular is an easy way to do it. Yeah, and you can go back over here. Back in to be charged at the battery planet. Because that is one thing I want to set up, is battery world pretty much. Just filled with solar and renewable, sending all the power we need around the universe in ships. I think that would be kind of cool. That should solve our power problem. As you can see, now we are above our demand. Very good. Yeah. Good. So what we need to set up here is with particle colliders. I'm quite sure we set up production for those. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that's why we need the frames. We have everything we need. That is That is the main goal. Did I set them up? Is the main question. Little hub up here, particle colliders, that is a no. It is a 5 input build, so we need 2 towers for it to work. 5. 1 extra there, but we need a bit more room. We have them all blank blueprints, so lines up right here. Close, close. There we are. So nice with blank blueprints, makes our life so much easier. Could in theory just sail one belt from over here, go to this one, but it will look a bit ugly. Or take something that requires only, what's it called, 4 to make at the last one, so we can just steal one from that one. That would probably be easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Plain smelters for better smelting. Hey Adam. Welcome to the stream. Let's take this one more time. There's the blueprints. Right here. Shift it over. Yeah, good. So then we'll just have one going here, over here. So you will be our output for a particle collider. Miniature particle collider, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'll take that. Oh, we could also just output it over here instead. Have all 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it this way. Alloy, frame material, magnetic, graphene, and then over in the right one here next to us, we'll take the processor in. You'll have processor. There we are. One extra line from here going out this way. Just fine. That should work. Good. That looks pretty decent with in, and in. I normally do this setup because it doesn't need to be overly fast. I just want it to produce what we need. We have some storage. Let's collider. There we are. Give some power down here. Hey Sparky, welcome as well. So that is this part up and running. That is going to be pretty good. And that's going to work in. It means, what do we need the most of for this? 20, 20, 50. So 50 can be one of you. 20, 20, so we can do 20. 20, and then on the outside here we can do you. A splendid evening to you too, Sal. Then from over here we'll have the process going out this way. That should be pretty decent and get our particle colliders up and running. And over here we wanted the smelters just before I forget. So we don't want too many of these. I'll probably just set it at 200. Minimum load, let's do that 10%. So we actually send some out into the world when needed. Oh, nice. How's it going with your thesis, man? It's always, I was about to say it's always fun writing that, but it's not always fun doing it. It's at least nice when you get going. The remote demand, good. Local demand, good. Storage, storage. Remote demand, storage. Local demand, storage. And this will supply anywhere in the universe. Perfect. And here's a view as well. Oh, very nice sound. When do you have to turn it in? In January, February? Or something like that? Or closer to that? Oh, that can't be right. Okay, ooh, look at that. That works. It's so nice when you have the whole setup running. It is so easy getting all the things we need. Okay, so that should be working well. You flying in as well? You're not. You have to remote demand. Not 10,000, only 1,000. But I think we might be out of those storage. And you don't have you have a deadline in 3 months. That makes about sense. Then you have a lot of time still. We have to go and have a look at the process, it seems. That is that completely dead? No, we are producing 140. But that is nothing because that's all been consumed, and that's because of the microcrystalline components. So again, silicon being our main bottleneck yet again. I don't think I have any more silicon I can take. Do we have to go to the mining world and have a quick look? Mining world is somewhat close. Let's just have a quick look. If it's just because we haven't set up a good production yet. And to be honest... Yeah, exactly. That is smart. When I wrote my thesis, the main thing I focused on was at least 14 days before the deadline. I wanted to have it in a state where I could actually, in theory, turn it in. It wouldn't be completely done in terms of reading or fixing what's the grammar and such, but the conclusion and everything was done. And that gave me a peace of mind that the rest was just fine-tuning. Instead of being there the day before, being up all night trying to fix it. That would I'd be so annoying if I had to do that. New free material and plane filters. We have no plane filters yet. Set it up anyway, so we actually have it. That makes sense. Writing a thesis in 1 day, 1 week is not the optimal way to do it. I know someone that I think it was 2 weeks before she had to turn it in. A hard drive crashed and something happened. It was all gone. It was completely done. So she had to rewrite it all from memory, and that is not a fun thing to do. It's hard enough doing it once, but if you have to rewrite it, Christ, that is not fun. Local demand. Orange. Orange. That'll probably be remote demands. storage, and remote and storage, and lowest right. Good. How nice of you, llama. This one. Here. And the outputs. Let's just fix these as well. 5. Oh, wait. Oh. So it's an idiot. This is a 4 input one. Damn it. Misread what it needed. Oh well, that's fine. We'll fix it later. Well, let's go to the mining planet and hook up some more smelters. That is kind of the main issue we have. Did I save a blueprint of a... What is this? Oh, that's a whole planet. That's not what I want to do. What I'm thinking of doing is flying to what's it called? This quickly a factory world and picking up a setup for smelting. I don't have to remake it. That would be very, very wise. Then we'll save a blueprint of it and use that. Over this way. Oh, we have a ton of units in Stream Rails now. A ton. We have 8 for the boss fight. That's pretty good. So let's see here. Factory world. Boom. Kind of want to grab this blueprint. If you look at silicon, that's 1-to-1. This one is actually not the best setup for it. I will just waste a bit of space, but it's actually not too bad. And I think this one looks the best. So let's just steal. So let's take from here down to there. And we'll save this. This will be